Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here, and I've got to ask you, is there a movie coming out this weekend? I don't know, it might be just a little film called Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Yes, folks, this is my spoiler-free review of the highly anticipated next installment in the Star Wars franchise, where we get the story of Rey, who, yes, this is going to be a little bit spoilery as far as if you haven't seen The Force Awakens, shame on you, but Rey has discovered Luke Skywalker, found him, and she's now looking to hone her skills and looking to Master Skywalker to, help train her to become a Jedi and figure out what she should do with these powers. Meanwhile, the Resistance is on the run from the First Order, who did not let the destruction of their mega super weapon slow them down, and we see how the Resistance is on the fringe, if you will. It's in some dire troubles. And we see Kylo Ren, who is still trying to deal with whether or not he truly wants to live up to his grandfather's name, or maybe do something else with his time. And so we see all of this play out in The Last Jedi. Yes, you can give a description down below IMDb. You check the full other plot details. Let me say, Star Wars has been around my whole entire life, like a lot of my generation. And so when you get into a film, you can get a little nitpicky or whatnot, but I'm going to say, overall, I thought The Last Jedi was a solid film. In fact, I enjoyed this film a bit more than The Force Awakens. It worked in a bit more humor in here than some people may expect, which I enjoyed. I like some of the unexpected things in here, and man, do they throw some unexpected things in here in good and bad ways. Getting to see Mark Hamill again as Luke Skywalker was amazing. He fell right back into this role and picked up right where he left off in Return of the Jedi, and it was beautiful for me anyway, because like I said, that character has just been around for my entire life. It was great to see him get a lot more screen time than he did in The Force Awakens. And Carrie Fisher gets a lot more screen time. A little bittersweet seeing her as Princess Leia, but she's still pretty badass. And Daisy Ridley, just so cool as Rey. Such a fun new character. I really like the direction they took her in The Last Jedi. I thought they were going to do something with the character and it was going to piss me off, but let's just say that they take her character in an interesting direction, and I liked that quite a bit. Now, the Kylo Ren character, Adam Driver, whether you like this character or not, Adam does a great performance in here as Kylo Ren. Really enjoyed him in here. He wasn't quite as emo as he was in the first one, so they've toned down the emo a bit, and yeah, I liked his character in here. Oscar Isaac's back in here, John Boyega, though it's interesting, they have so many characters now that they juggle, they almost seem to put a little too much in this film. I think there was a little bit of fat that they could have cut out of this film, because in the middle part it kind of gets a bit clunky as far as its storytelling, and I'm looking at it going, you set all of this kind of up, but they could have approached it differently, trimmed about 15 minutes out of the film, and it would have made it even a tighter movie. But it does give some more screen time for John Boyega and some of the new characters in here as well. Kelly Marie Tran plays Rose Tico. Loved her character. She was a great new addition in here. She gets a number of scenes with Finn, the two characters. You can see that in the trailer. And really enjoyed her scenes here as well. A welcome new addition. And so was Laura Dern, who is an interesting character in here as Vice Admiral Amelin Holdo. Wow, you know what? Yeah, I forgot for a minute that she was in here. And when she showed up, I'm like, holy crap, Laura Dern, sporting some really cool colors in her hair, and also putting in a great performance. Everybody does well in here with the material that they have. I think if this script, though, trimmed out some of the fat in the middle, it would have been even tighter and even better. The action sequences were amazing in this. Special effects, definitely. For the modern films we've had in 2017, special effects, even in these big tentpole films, some of them have been a little bit sketchy, but in here, I thought they did well, and if you want want to get into it, I will say that this has the best CGI villain out of the last 3 films we've seen with CGI villains in it. So, take that as you will, folks. Star Wars The Last Jedi should be seen on the big screen. It is a spectacle film. The music is good in here. They had some musical cues in here that are throwbacks to the original, soundtrack. And yeah, it was it's an amazing experience to be in a theater. And when you see the Lucasfilm logo come up, hearing a crowd of 300 people hold their breath, waiting for the blaring trumpet and introduction and crawl of Star Wars. That is why I love going to the theater, and I will probably be seeing The Last Jedi again in the theater before it leaves. Yes, as you can imagine, 5 stubs across the board for this film. Though I thought they could have done a few things a bit better, and some of the dialogue choices, I will add as well, could have been handled differently. Overall, it didn't take away from my enjoyment of this film, and I am looking to see the final installment in the Skywalker saga, if you will, with Episode 9. So, love to hear your thoughts. If you've seen this film, please comment down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I've rambled on long enough about this movie. Appreciate your support. And until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub. Oh, and don't forget, we will be having a spoiler room episode covering The Last Jedi this coming week. It's going to be spoiler filled. We're going to just go in deep into this film. I have a lot of opinions about it, about particulars in this movie, and looking forward to talking to the crew about that. So check that out as well on our specialmarkproductions.com site. Thank you again, and may the Force be with you.